I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Matt, we'll start with you.
Well, so you guys got in your package, you see on there for the dump truck bids that we talked about at the first meeting. So,
Back up, Matt.
okay,
Sorry.
that's fine.
Board's had a chance to look over the minutes from the last meeting. Anybody have any additions or corrections?
Make a motion to approve as submitted.
Second. I have a motion and a second to accept the minutes as presented. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Now,
Okay. So just to start off, so we're going over the dump truck bids that you guys had asked me to get for the meeting. So I got 3 different bids for you to look at. And then also you'll have attachments to those bids for the dump truck will be safety systems out of Richmond for our lights and all our stuff that we would need on the trucks to put in the wigwags and mounted the yellow lights on top. And then also we looked at a new plow system for it, which also is coming out of Richmond, which will be up at Hoosier Battery. They're our closest dealer. We have to stay within our area when we go to do that. And safety systems is who we've always used in the past to get our trucks lit up and make them safe for the guys out on the road. As you can see, I went with a Ford, Chevy, and then we went through that with another Ford through Brown Equipment. The only thing is with Brown Equipment, it's going to be a 2027 cab chassis, so it wouldn't be available right away. And I know we were talking about that possibly be additional appropriation for this year if possible, the way I understood it. So when I looked at the truck at Andy Moore, that extended cab, I know it's a little bit more money than what the Chevy truck is, but it does have the four-door cab on it, which will make it a little easier for us to put signs and supplies in when we're out on the jobs, especially in the wintertime. Try to keep things that way. We can put the locator in there, keep it from hauling it in the bed of the truck all the time. It's also going to have the crushed steel dump bed like what we got on the other dump truck now. So electric hoist. And then the big plus for me that sold it more than anything was it's gasoline. So we're not looking at we're going to have to deal with the diesel in town and have to deal with the DEF and all that stuff and maintenance with that. So
what's up? Bottom line of all of it. Lighting, plow.
okay, so with the Andy Moore Ford truck 2026 F350 crew cab, it's going to be $89,741.50. John Jones, which will be a 2026 Chevy Silverado 3500 regular cab. Everything's going to be $87,883.50. And the Brown Equipment, which is a 2027 Ford F350 cab and chassis, is going to be $96,547.53.
Anybody have any questions for Matt?
You're wanting a 4-door?
Well, right now, that's what we can find. Yeah. That's what we're finding with. So, yeah.
Matt, when you're doing plow work and stuff, is there a benefit or a negative on a longer wheelbase?
It's not going to matter that way for what we're doing. That's what we're going with that 8-foot bed on. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like the idea of the skin cap for equipment and people.
Correct. And then it's just going to be an 8-foot. That's just an 8-foot standard plow we're going to put on that truck. That same size bed is what we have on the other bed. It's going to be 4 cubic yards. It'll be the same as what we're hauling right now at this time. It'll accommodate the leaf box and the salt box if we ever want to go that route. But we got it set up in the 450 right now.
Any other questions from the board?
If you do recall, I'm putting an additional appropriation. We'll discuss that on down the agenda. I believe, if I remember right, 60,000 will be coming out of the MVH fund for this, as well as then the rest will be picked up and split equally between water and sewer because they do use this. They will be using this truck as well.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to go with the 2026 Ford F-350 crew cab.
Second.
We have motion and second to go with the 2026 Ford F-350. Is there any other questions? All those in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Yeah. Yep. So next we want to talk about the water main project down on Harrison Street, Pierce Street area. We did meet last Monday with Westland Engineering. We are at 90% completion on the drawings right now. So they will be coming back in. We're going to start advertising that. August the 24th is going to be our first advertisement for the job. They'll advertise again on week August 31st. And then bid opening will be September 21st at the council meeting. We did have I felt like a really good, solid meeting. Melissa was with us on the meeting. We did get all our easements that we needed. We're going to get one more easement from a homeowner down there, which is going to make things a little easier for us too. So everybody left the meeting happy, and I think we're all going to be a positive to get it done. We do have one other thing with that. I just found out right before I got here, we're going to have a meeting on Thursday, the 20th at 10 a.m. with the insurance company. And they're going to do a walkthrough with us. Myself, the engineer, we're going to walk through, and then if any one of you guys want to go with us, you're more welcome to. We're going to meet here at 10 a.m. And then we'll go over to the site. We're just going to walk it. Insurance is going to take a look at it, and then they're going to give us a determination of what they can do and what they can't do, and hopefully they're going to be able to help us on that project. So just been back and forth trying to get them coordinated and what. So, but yeah, if any one of you want to go Thursday, we'll be here at 10. We'll go down to the site. You guys can see what we're into and meet with the insurance adjuster and see what we can get done.
This Thursday.
This Thursday, the 20th. Yeah.
Anything else, Matt?
That's all I got.
You won't have anything for Matt? Questions? Okay. Anything, Chief?
We've ordered our radios. There's a 2-week back order on them right now because of the earthquake in Japan. Other than that,
Ordinance 2025-5, 2026, salary ordinance.
After our discussion the last meeting regarding raising the pay of the crossing guards, we had pretty good interest. I hired 3. One of the crossing guards, who is Sierra Miller, she will be doing the mornings at St. Bridget's. And then Cole Lane is helping us on the afternoons that he can help us. And then I also have Zach Sherwood. Whenever Cole can't help us in the afternoons, Zach can help us as well as he can also back up Barry if Barry ever needs to take off for any reason. So I'm really happy with the way this all turned out. But this is the salary ordinance to move their pay from $25 a day to $40. So we have to do that because I have to do payroll tomorrow.
I'm sorry, can you tell me the lady's name, please?
Sierra Miller.
That's awesome.
Quality people that we got, so I'm happy with it. I don't think we have to do the, since we're just amending the ordinance, we don't have to do the first reading thing. It's going straight, it goes straight to vote.
I have a motion on ordinance 2025-5.
I'll make a motion to approve the amendment ordinance on 2020-5, the 2026 salary ordinance.
Second. Have a motion and second on the salary ordinance. Anybody else have any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Resolution 2026-14.
This is basically just allowing Jerry to sign the easements that we've already prepared on behalf of the town.
Do you have a copy of that diagram? Or is it...
No, I just have the actual easement itself.
Anybody have any questions about the resolution? entertain a motion for the resolution.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-14.
I have a motion, second. 2026-14. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Miscellaneous business. Huh? Oh. I have a resolution 2026-15. The adoption of the employee handbook. We all had a chance to look over the handbook as it's presented.
And those are your copies to put in the binders I've given you guys, so that goes home with you.
And Melissa, is this a complete copy?
That is a
So we
complete
can
copy.
just trash the old one.
Mhm.
Do I
Make
have
a
any
motion to approve resolution 2026.
Second.
a motion and a second to approve 2026-15, the employee handbook? Any other questions? All those in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion carried. Yeah, this one is
Now,
Barry Ritter.
Hey, good evening. I'm Barry Ritter, co-owner of Ritter Strategic Services, public safety consulting firm here in Indiana, under contract with county commissioners again for 911 related services in Union County. As I'm sure most of you are probably aware, 911 dispatch services has been a topic of discussion, an issue that the county has been working on. Also have with me tonight Aaron Roberts, County Commissioner from Wayne County, Aaron Campbell, Deputy Director of the 911 Center in Wayne County, and Matthew King, the Director of EMA of the 911 Center in Wayne County. They're here tonight to answer any questions on behalf of Wayne County that any of you might have. I think the last time I appeared before the town board here, we were doing a radio project a few years ago for the center. And as Union County contracted my company to start looking at consolidating the Union County 911 Center with Wayne, I received an email and I corresponded with Melissa, and I pledged to keep the town board involved and answer any questions that you may have. Because as it sits today, you hold an interlocal agreement with the county and you financially support the 911 Center here in Union County. And it would be the anticipation that any new interlocal agreement with Wayne would be a three-way interlocal agreement representative of Liberty, Union County, and Wayne County. We really started working on this project 20 years ago. As technology began to change and we began to equip the Union County 911 Center as a mirror image of Wayne. And over the years, as additional technologies, the computer-aided dispatch software was implemented for Union. We did that using the same system that Wayne uses, and today they reside as a tenant on the servers in Wayne County. And the radio system, we put that in a few years ago. We wanted to make sure that we had similar technologies and the capability for interoperability between the two counties. The 911 Center here in Union County has faced the same staffing crisis as PSAPs across the country. Just don't ask them because they've received an award for maintaining staffing, and I don't want to chase them on wood. They've done a tremendous job, but 911 centers across the country they've suffered, especially since COVID. COVID really did us in, not only for PSAPs, but police departments, fire departments, jails, We really struggle finding qualified, able bodies to staff public safety. And Union County has fallen victim to that over the past few years, to the point that the county entered into a temporary interlocal agreement with Wayne that Wayne would provide 911 and dispatch services on an as-needed basis. And they did that when the staffing levels dropped significantly low here. The good thing about technology is that when your citizens call 911, they don't know they're calling Wayne. They don't know where that call goes before it gets delivered. And it happens in a millisecond. And so, they've been able to take the 911 call and dispatch the police department here in Liberty, the fire department, EMS, as well as the sheriff's department seamlessly. In the spring of this year, staffing took another turn for the worse at the county, and the county reached out and asked for Wayne to entertain covering for them on a more regular basis. And so Wayne, we negotiated an interlocal agreement, and they began taking 911 calls and dispatching public safety during the midnight hour and all day on Sunday and Monday. And that worked relatively well. And we were going to do that for a 90-day period, May, June, and July. Additional personnel resigned from the 911 center, and following that, the director who had been here for a number of years submitted her resignation. She became a staff of one, and she took employment elsewhere. So it was at that point that the commissioners made the decision that it was time to pursue a full consolidation with Wayne County. We have, I think it was August 1st at 3 o'clock, when the director finished her last shift, we transferred things permanently to Wayne in that temporary environment to give us an opportunity to begin formulating a plan for the full consolidation. Matthew and Aaron and I met with your police chief, your fire chief, sheriff's department. We've worked out the kinks, I guess would be a good word, for the interim period to be able to address things that needed to be addressed for delivery of public safety. Matthew's amended paging volunteer fire department to a different sheriff's frequency that allows them to actually tone their pagers so they can hear those pagers go off, and that's working. We began working with the sheriff's department and the chief talking about mobile data terminals in their police cars, the sheriff's cars, to help take some of the workload off of Wayne County as this seamlessly transfers. Probably the most important is that it works. Technology is the easiest part. You pick up your cell phone right now, you call 911 or text 911, it's going to get answered. And their staff's going to send the help to you, your family, your neighbor that you need. And that's probably the paramount message for the citizens in the town to understand, is it works. It's reliable, they're well trained, they're well equipped. And this consolidation with Wayne County is a very positive move based on how well that center is equipped, staffed, and trained. They have a tremendous workforce up there that's now serving Union County and the town of Liberty as part of their team. And they're doing a tremendous job. With that, we began developing a draft of an interlocal agreement for the three ways, Union, Liberty, and Wayne. I anticipate that as we begin talking about financial obligations from Liberty, you've been paying just a little over $40,000 a half under your current interlocal agreement. You pay 25% of all the salaries and fringes here in Union, as well as entering into agreements when capital purchases are made, either determined by a percentage of use or a flat dollar amount that the town contributed or would contribute. I don't anticipate that the 25% of personnel cost and fringe benefits will be what you'll pay in Wayne, because that's significantly more. But the Wayne County team and I are working on a methodology to determine financial obligations from both Liberty and from Union in that new interlocal agreement. And as we begin to pull that together, someone from the town will want to participate in that, obviously, to discuss the obligations that we believe are relevant to the town, and for you to participate to either say, yeah, that's doable, or no, it's not. I'm gonna be honest with you, I would anticipate your financial obligation would probably go down from what you've been paying, because you're paying 25% of all of the overtime hours that center here has been working, and it's been significant. So your cost has gone up over the last 2 to 3 years. I would anticipate that the annual recurring cost would be less than what you've experienced in the last couple of years. With that, I'll pause, try and answer any questions that you may have, me, or Aaron, or Matthew, or Aaron. Okay, to that, try and answer this.
Very one question I have is, what about the non-emergency calls? Are they gonna ring here, they're gonna ring up there, they're gonna ring the sheriff's department? Because I think right now they're ringing at the sheriff's department.
Right now, your non-emergency is ringing into the jail. I think I'll appeal to Matthew. We've had conversations with the sheriff's department a little bit. I don't think there's a clear-cut answer on that yet, but they've had a conversation about what could.
So we've asked for some numbers to know exactly what we're looking at before we can say yes or no, or what that might look like. Sheriff's Department said they're willing to, put in a phone tree to help direct the ones specifically looking for jail information, that it goes to the jail, and we don't even have to worry about it. We've also just recently implemented a phone tree in Wayne County to assist us with our non-emergency calls. So the technology again is there. Your chief deputy with the sheriff's department was going to talk to their telecom company that provides the phone services at the sheriff's department to make sure that that number could be forwarded or it could be transferred if they push option 3 or whatever the case might be. But until we have some definitive numbers of what their call volume is like on their non-emergency lines, we hated to give a definite yes or no without knowing the facts. So we're kind of still in a fact-finding mission right now until we have those numbers. It's all doable, should be, the way technology is. We just want to look at the numbers to make sure that we can handle that without causing too much staffing changes.
If nothing else, I'm sure additional questions will come up. Melissa has my email, my phone number. Call me, email me. You're more than welcome to call Matthew. You call him, do it in the middle of the night. Make sure he's paying attention. But our goal is to make sure that this body is as informed as the other two bodies. Because you are a participant.
What kind of timeline are you looking at for completion of this?
Consolidations normally take 2 to 3 years. We're going to try and do this in 4 months. And the reason that we're there is because of the way the center was equipped technology. We were able to shut the light switch off and keep working. So the most difficult thing to work through is going to be the interlocal agreement and structure there, and dealing with the vendors as we shut off some of the systems. The issue of taking calls, dispatching is the easy part, which is why they fell over when I said 4 months. I'm just a consultant, but it's doable. Our goal is to get that room here cleaned out. The sheriff's department has use for that. They need the equipment moved. We need to terminate contracts with those vendors, so some of those are coming up for renewal. We don't want to obligate the county to have to pay those annual fees that can help in doing so.
Answer this. As you know, we've been working on the Central Square stuff. Is that something that is not going to go through until the whole thing goes through? Or is that something that can be done where we get approval on that beforehand?
I guess I might pose that question to you, and whether or not you're committed to this consolidation. But I think that's the direction we're all kind of planning on going, unless you want your own dispatch center. And so I don't know that you need to wait on that necessarily. You already had the wheels in motion prior to any of this happening. You certainly don't want to delay any of that. If it's my understanding, I think some of that's already even been approved for the financial obligation to.
Yeah, I'm just waiting until,
we were-
like your commitment with the county was
I think we're waiting on commissioners.
just to make sure that everything goes through, and then we will go ahead and commit.
Absolutely.
But we have it in place where we can pay for it and get it
Yep.
as soon as everything's go.
Sure. And Mr. Tipton and I have spoken in the past that I was hoping that the Sheriff's Department could catch up with you rather quickly as to not delay your project, and then could implement it virtually almost at the same time, if not shortly thereafter. So that was the goal. I don't see any reason, as long as your board is comfortable moving forward with that, that this project should delay that in any way. But I'll leave that up to you.
Okay. And then, is that something, do I need to come to a meeting and ask about that, or, because I know it's been discussed?
I don't know if you need to come to a meeting on that. The biggest thing is having a representative from each board, correct, and getting the interlocal together, and then moving forward that route. Probably be part of that conversation.
And we actually talked about, since you're thinking about moving forward, is that we could even incorporate some language in the overall interlocal that encompass the technology piece. Currently, the county, Union County, has an interlocal with Wayne County for the interoperability for the CAD part of that, what the computer system is that the dispatch used. And Union County paid Wayne County an annual fee for that maintenance and attention to that connection because our IT department handled that connection to Union County Dispatch. So they paid us an annual fee. Well, now that will be going away. And so to replace that, we can have language helping with your technology as part of this overall interlocal.
Anybody else have any questions? Certainly, thank you for attending tonight. It's a situation where most of us, I'd say all of us here on board, as well as the population, is concerned about. We want to make sure that we have the emergency services available when we call.
So, Barry, will you reach out with an email and at least say, hey, it's time for us to meet, and who on your board wants to participate, that type of stuff?
Yeah, who wants to be voluntold or
Volunteer.
step forward to participate in that, and especially if we're going to incorporate other language for other technologies. Let's just do it all in one.
And
So
I
I'll
think
be-
our attorney is the same as the county, so he can also
But I
both sides. So
corresponded with him a couple times through Tim,
Mhm.
and he and the Wayne County attorney go along fairly well.
Then-
So I think that'll be good. So thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
he wasn't. Yeah, he was supposed. He asked to be on the agenda, but he didn't show up.
The Anthem Health Insurance renewal.
Okay, so we don't renew at the first. Well, we renew in October. I met with our health insurance vendor last week. At first, we were going to see quite a substantial increase, but then once they had given me an option called Arlos that was underwritten by Cigna, but the problem of that is how do I say it? To me, it wasn't established enough because we did this once before with U.S. Health, and so once I told him I didn't think that was a good move for us and to stay with Anthem, because we do also have some employees who are going through some medical issues right now, and if we switched insurance, they could be told that they can't have some of the things that they need to have done. So when I told Kyle that, he went back to Anthem and they did reduce the initial price. So we're back down. So I'm happy with the way it's going to go. I've already built it into the budget that's already in front of you. So basically, because the amount is so high, that's why you guys need to make a motion on approving Anthem.
That one is everyone on the case.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have any questions for Melissa? Have a motion to entertain the renewal of Anthem.
I'll make a motion to renew with Anthem Health Insurance.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Go ahead with the renewal of Anthem. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Anything on that dragon bite?
Yeah.
Okay.
So while he's signing, this is our renewal for Dragonbite, who does all of our website. And he'd make sure that we're compliant and so forth with certain things that we have to be compliant with. Basically, it's the same cost as it was last year. We did this advanced with the YouTube publishing. He's the one that uploads everything up for us, the videos, the minutes, agendas. He's the one that does all of it for us. And he's actually really good about bringing my attention to things that he thinks would make the town our technical footprint, I guess, and out there and being useful. He's the one that actually comes and gives me the ideas. So once again, I'll need a motion for that as well.
We have a sheet on that showing those prices.
You should. See right here, it looks like this.
I've seen it.
And this is also divided between all three units.
Melissa, would you say the current service was?
We do the advanced with the extra $1,000 for him to do all the publishing.
The YouTube publishing?
Mm-hmm. He takes it all to YouTube for me.
I'll make a motion to approve the dragon agreement.
Second. Have a motion and a second to approve the contract with Dragon Bites. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Next thing I've got is Mike Williams.
And of course, this is not Janet back here.
I was hoping on. Well, first of all, evening, you all know me. You know why I'm here evidently. 4 years ago, I kind of joined on with the Cancer Society to put on a big benefit for this town every year. I spent about 4 months
planning, scheduling, and doing this benefit every year for the town. Evidently, they didn't get a request in like previous years. This is our 4th year on doing this. We're looking to block the street again like we have the last couple of years for this benefit drive. High Street on the exit from El Reparo, up to the stop sign at North Market. I'm going to put overflow in the old BMV lot, Legion lots as best we can because I'm hoping for an exceptionally large turnout this year. Years past, we've averaged anywhere from 100 to 150 people that go on this benefit that we put on. And I'm assuming the form was not sent in, or we were waiting on insurance.
Yeah, and I have that, so
Okay,
it's already
so
got
that
that to me.
was-
That's all good. It was
Okay,
when this was brought up at the last meeting. We've actually changed that. Whoever is requesting has to come to the meeting
okay,
because we've had a lot of issues recently with different things. So they want to have the opportunity to ask questions. Like for instance, I think one of the concerns was El Reparo and them being able to leave the parking lot there. And what you guys were going to do with the overflow, if
Yeah,
there was
so-
more. So
so
that was the stuff that they want to ask questions about. So
and that's fine because I got easy answers. So who wants to throw it out first?
Well, I think your map does not match what you just told us. You said you're starting the block
At the exit of
between
El
the
Reparo.
Legion and El Reparo.
Yeah,
going
like I
east.
have, yep.
Okay.
And then going east up to North Market Street like we've done every year.
Okay.
Matt normally sets out cones. We've worked together on that the last couple of years doing that. At some point, if it grows, there may be a bigger section we got to ask. But it's really tough because here's the thing: you can't. I've been doing benefits for 20 years. Every benefit's not the same. I've put on some and been some there's 20. I've put on some there's been 250. You never know really how to plan on it. Now I'm hoping too, Mother Nature's not looking nice a couple weeks out for this, but you got to think if we get anywhere from 30 to 40 to 50 bikes, and we get 30 to 40 Jeeps and 20 muscle cars and whoever else wants to go, that's not a big section for me to squeeze everybody, you know. But I make it work, you know. I stage them up on one side. I kind of coordinate it, set it up, check everybody in, and I'm also staging because it's my job to get us all out of here and all back in one piece. So eventually it may require more, but then again, I don't want to ask for more now and not need it because there's no sense in blocking us further east, you know, if I don't need that. So the other nice thing is most Saturdays the only thing that's open at that time maybe is Cadent Roots, and that's it. So if I have to eventually, we look at next year, we go up and we make that L head towards Union Street. Because really at Saturday, or, you know, Saturday from 10 to noon, there's not much business open. And again, from 4 to 7, there's nothing open. So, you know, so at least right now, we're looking at the exit from El Reparo going east up to North Market Street stop sign. That's about the most I've used the last 4 years of doing this.
Anybody on the board have any questions? In the time between your assembly and the assembly in the afternoon, is it still gonna be blocked off? Or is it
No,
gonna be
so
like-
basically what we do, and normally Chris helps with this on the backside. So when I pull this out at noon, I typically want to have it blocked off before 10 a.m. or at least right at 10 to noon because I pull us out of town at noon. I normally have them and some of the local officers help get us out of town. They remove the cones. That street's open from noon till 4.
Okay.
Or 3:50ish, you know. And then whoever's back there at the post before I get everybody back will then go out and set up the cones and the barricades and so forth again. Okay. So it'd be looking roughly 10 to noon and then 4 to 7.
Okay. Anybody have any other questions? Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to allow the street closure, some indicated times and locations that Mike just discussed on August 29.
A a motion and a second. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? There you go, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What was the original marking class?
You had, it looks like it.
Well, I didn't
on
fill it
here,
out.
goes-
Yeah.
It goes from Legion to Main Street, which would totally block Elmer Park.
Oh, no, yeah.
I
It's,
think it's totally inverse of what you're asking for.
yeah, I didn't fill it out this year, so, but yeah, it's from that exit up to the market.
Yeah.
So,
That's not what the picture showed. So.
well, thank y'all. Hopefully I see some of you guys on that ride. I think I see Derek on before. Shit. You know, it's a good time and it all helps locate. So thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice evening.
You guys too. Thank you.
Union County 4-H Association adjustment.
Once again, they submit this every year, and it's up to you guys whether to grant or not. I don't think you guys have the last 3 years because it doesn't follow ordinance.
Make a motion to deny the water adjustment for the 4-H.
I'll second. Have a motion and a second to deny the adjustment on 4-H water. Any other questions from Wilson or anybody? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Stormwater and fees.
Okay, so this is becoming our new reality. Matt and I have been dealing with this actually for quite a while now, but now it's, as they say, hitting the fan. Because every time now that IDEM talks to Matt in certain situations, they're asking us if we have our stormwater ordinance ready. And so this is first draft. I have gone on to American Legal Publishing, and I went through and picked out ordinances that I felt were, how do I say this, that fit the town and our needs rather than going and, grabbing somebody like out of Noblesville, whatever. So the main thing that you guys need to understand about this, and I think if you've read the ordinance, it's pretty self-explanatory. Everybody's calculation on their stormwater is based on their ERU, which is our equivalent residential unit. So basically what that is it's the impervious material that will basically funnel to the storms. So that's your parking lots, your houses, your sidewalks that are not right of ways, that type of stuff. We could have included gravel. I thought that was a little bit too much because we'd have to go to every place and see if they got gravel. So to start with this, we've still got a few that we have to actually go measure. This is basically everybody. There are a few in here I haven't put in here yet because we have to go physically measure it because I can't pick the measurements up on square footage of area. So Matt and I will have to go and measure them physically ourselves because GIS hasn't updated that yet. Looking at the stormwater fees, in fact, I talked to one of our municipal representatives earlier today, and we were talking about this. At $3, we are probably on the lowest part of the spectrum fee as your base ERU. Whereas there are communities now they pay $20 a month, just residential. This doesn't include all the commercial and all this stuff. So basically, I've just taken a bunch of the different ordinances, and Jim has reviewed them and made sure I'm keeping straightforward on this, but this is how it sits right now. Like I said, the ERUs, I'm still in the process of figuring most of them. I think I have 6 left that we have to figure. But if you look, even at $3 per ERU, we're going to bring in $11,217 a month. And the reason why I put those pictures there for you guys to look at, that is basically what we know our stormwater system looks like. It's flat rock with basically like a concrete type mortar, like a mortar. Yeah, so basically this stuff's going to it's gonna fall. It's gonna fail.
And not only that, we got to start somewhere because the biggest thing is with doing this, we really don't have the money to take from anywhere to start TVing to really know where to go with it.
Yeah.
And then just like instance the other night that happened with that one collapsing over here on the High Street, until that stuff starts happening, we don't really have any money to go forward to do anything with. So that's coming out, I'm assuming, out of my sewer budget.
It is.
Which, there again, once things get going, the way I understand it, we'll be able to recoup the sewer budget back with what it needs to be so that we can target this. I mean, ironic, it's crazy what's happened this last week with around here with the storm the way it was. But I feel like this is, we're being proactive. We got to keep moving because if we don't, then the state's going to come in and mandate it, and
then we're
going to be where then they're going to come in and say it could be $25 per resident or something. We felt like that number was a good number to start at, and a fair number to see. And we talked with Jim about it, and everybody felt it was fair at the time.
Yeah.
So, but some of them are clogged up, so that means I got to get a TV truck plus the back truck.
And I've been keeping track like the last, I think, 2 years of what I've spent out of sewer on storm, because technically storm is a sub fund of sewer. So it will be part of the quote unquote sewer fund, but it will be a sub fund of sewer. So we have to just get this started. So what I will venture to say, you guys read this ordinance, ask questions, because we do need to get this formalized. Once Matt and I get done with physically measuring the units we need to, we'll update the sheet that you guys have, the Excel spreadsheet, and then we will have to have a hearing for the establishment of the stormwater rate. But when I talked to the municipal advisor this morning, he said, I told him what we were thinking at starting at $3. And he goes, most of these people started $3 a month 20 years ago. He said, so you're starting at the very, very low end of where you should be starting now. He said, but in order to establish, because I think this is fun to see where this all goes. So, like I said, this is the first draft. Read it. Get back with me if you need, if you have questions or you want to add something, whatever. But we need to get moving on this.
How many more do you have to measure?
We have 6 more we have to measure. And that means we have to go and do the area that is covered by impervious material. Like the new B&B is not on GIS yet. Right. Family Dollar, a couple of those, the newer builds. So we've got to go and take the wheel and So, but hopefully within the next, hopefully by the next meeting or even maybe the meeting after, we should have this pretty much firm.
Why is the ball fields and the football field included?
Because they are within the town. They're in the town limits.
But I mean, they're grassy.
But I'm only measuring, when I do that, I only measure the concrete. See, I've gone through and measured everybody, concrete and buildings. That does not include grass.
Okay.
So on the bigger, like the school, you've got Protec, you've got.
So when you say football field, that's the football parking lot. That's not the field.
No, yeah,
Okay.
but I'm just, cause what I'm trying to do is designate for myself, cause I'm the one doing all the
Gotcha.
figuring of the GIS.
Okay.
So where did I stop?
The
And I
GM
actually,
and okay, I
and
got
so, and then I also have a file, that I've kept where I've hand figured, okay, this is where I figured here to here, here to here.
Gotcha.
So if people question, why did you figure it that way?
No,
I have the backup.
I fully agree with that. Okay.
So
Thank you.
that's what that's all about.
Thanks.
And this would potentially be a separate line item on the water bill.
Yes, on the water utility, but like I said, we've got to go on it, but like I said, I'd like to see this enacted at least get the ordinance established within the next month, and then we can do the fees not long after. Because not only do I have to change this ordinance, I got to change the fee schedule and a couple other things as well.
Additional appropriations.
Alright, well, I messed up, so we're gonna have to redo, because the state changed how we do this after the first year, and I totally spaced it, regarding the advertisement of additional appropriations. Usually we do all that after the fact in Gateway, but now I have to do it before the fact, so I forgot, so that's on me. We will be redoing this. I have to advertise this in Gateway 14 days before the hearing. So that's why I'm doing this again. And these are basically, it's all the same outline. I did add the CAD system, the radios. I will be adding, because this just came out today, another $8,000 to the professional services line out of public safety Lloyd, because the police cars have been in and out of maintenance issues this last month. So once again, I'm going to advertise it again, and then we'll start over.
Do I have any questions for Melissa?
No. Then 2027 budgets, me too. This is updated as of Friday with the new health insurance increase in it. Today I just got some funding guidelines from the state, so I've got to put those in yet. Like I said, I just got those this afternoon regarding the edit, lit, public safety, and certified shares. And certified shares makes up the biggest part of one of the biggest parts of our budget. So that'll be changing. This will constantly be changing up until the time I publish. And I do meet with my DLGF rep on Friday. With this also, I asked for the Historical Society and the UCDC to give us a financial statement as to what the money that we give them, what do you use it for, whatever, just so that we know it's being spent wisely. So that's what you see there. As far as the Historical Society, I believe they sent this part over, the UCDC did, because we were financing their secretary, part-time secretary. So in 2025, we paid them $12,000, or they paid to their secretary $12,052.81, and we give them just over $16,000. So that's one of those things that you guys are going to have to decide: do we go ahead and keep that? Do we reduce it? I mean, that's something you guys are going to have to decide how you want to play that out. So that's it. like I said, we only have 2 more meetings now.
Is this all that UCDC gave us? Or
Historical.
historical? I mean, that doesn't tell us anything.
So,
No,
yeah, I mean, really it doesn't, but,
just where 80% of our money went.
so, like I said, we're getting down to go time with the budget hearings and so forth, so, anything you need to get back with?
What is it? Who makes up that?
That's Sherry.
Okay.
She gets paid a little bit because she handles all the fire runs
Okay.
as far as the billing, and then also,
Well, it's like that. Well, we got an earmark here. The 40,000.
that's the salaries and wages of the fire department.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought your asterisk was by the other one.
Here, you want to take your time.
Yeah.
I would like to say something, but I'm not.
Okay. Anybody got anything from Melissa on this? Citizens' comments, that's what we're down to.
I was told I could come here and maybe get help by them fixing my road. I live on Roach Road and they won't fix the holes or nothing. And it's humped up in the middle of my car is low. So I have to drive on top of the hump to keep from dragging. I talked to the county and they said they didn't have time.
Wait, so do you live out in the county?
Yeah.
Roach Road there.
We can't, because we can't,
Can't do nothing.
because we have to stay within the corporation limits.
Oh, how
That's-
do I see about getting the roads fixed?
That would have to be Jeff Bowers or
County Commissioner.
county commissioners.
Tim Williams or Howard Curry.
I've talked to Howard Curry, his son lives on it. It's a mess, it's got potholes and it's humped up in the middle and every winter they take part of my yard when they bulldoze and throw all the rocks and gravel up in my yard. So I gotta go out and clean that out every year. They have plenty of room on the other side to
Right.
plow.
Yeah, you'll have to talk to either, like I said, Jeff Bowers or the county commissioners. Because we don't have jurisdiction over that out there.
Do you have his number?
I don't with me right now, unless one of the other guys happen to have somebody's number, like Jeff or, because I don't.
Is Howard still on the?
Commissioners, Howard Curry.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the courthouse?
No, they work out of their homes.
Oh,
Howard Curry, Tim
I don't-
Williams, and
I don't remember who's the third commissioner.
Tricia Dirt, isn't it?
No, she's county council.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry. No, Barry's not. with us. Oh, wait a minute.
Van Winkle.
Dean Van Winkle.
Dean Van Winkle. That's it. I just,
I asked them last year, and the county said we had other roads to take care of. I pay taxes. I should have this much privilege of having mine fixed for ours. There's only 3 of us back there, but
right. And the commissioners meet on
It's on a Friday. I don't know
Friday
which-
mornings. They meet like 8:30, but I don't know what they're like. They only meet once a month. So you'll have to get with the county and they can tell you, oh, he gave you some phone numbers.
Oh, those aren't numbers, just names.
Names of who
That's a
you
start.
can just start with.
I don't know how family. Whether they help or not, I don't know. I just need to get it fixed. It's tearing the car up and it's terrible. It's only 8/10 of a mile. I don't think it
Oh, no,
Okay,
wouldn't take too long.
Sorry you had to sit here that long for that.
Oh, it was interesting. I have nothing else.
Better than TV, huh?
Definitely. At least I learned some things.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, it sticks.
Oh,
There you go.
We called up more than told them they were without power. Matter of fact, Karen's brother was living with his sister-in-law.
Yeah, they're not starting school till Thursday because the elementary school my granddaughter has in another school, they still have to go. So,
Anybody else got anything?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
That's one second on. Second to adjourn, all those in favor say aye. All opposed,